Hello, BookTube. This is Kelly with Books I'm Not Reading. Welcome to those of you again who are new to the channel. It's very exciting to have you here. Thank you so much. And I know some of you are really anticipating the Betsy Tacy read-along, which is, I believe, now called #BetsyTacy2019. So I'll probably do a video in the near future just letting you know when our videos are going to be out and things like that. But anyway, in the meantime, I have 3 tags that I have not done this year, so my goal is to get all 3 of them done before 2019 begins. So I don't want them hanging over my head, although I do appreciate everyone who tagged me. So the first one, this video, is the This or That book tag 2, and this is from Literary Gladiators, and I'm just gonna fly through these questions. So question number 1, prose or poetry or plays? Prose, but based on feedback I've heard from you, like we're gonna do some poetry in 2019. 2, reading one book at a time or reading multiple books at a time? I prefer to read one book at a time. Sometimes, like right now, I'm reading a workbook and a book for pleasure, so sometimes it happens, but I don't do very well reading a ton of stuff all at once. Number 3, reading lying down or reading sitting down? Success is most likely if I'm sitting. If I'm lying down, probably I'm going to fall asleep. 4, Shakespeare's comedies, tragedies, or sonnets? Still a Shakespeare novice, but I'm going to go with comedies. Number 5, Batman, Superman, or Spiderman? I reject all of these, and I pick Wonder Woman. Number 6, writing reviews or filming reviews? It's a little bit strange since obviously I do reviews on my channel once in a while, but I'm more comfortable with writing things down. That's kind of my background a little bit, is writing. So, but I have a YouTube channel, so I film them. I don't really know how to answer this question. I'm more comfortable with writing it, but the medium forces us to get outside our comfort zone and film reviews. 7, books into movies, TV shows, or miniseries? I actually think most books do best with a miniseries. It gives you enough time to capture the whole thing, or capture it well. 8, the Beatles or the Rolling Stones? The Beatles. 9, Lennon or McCartney or Harrison or Starr? I don't know if I'm supposed to pick 2, or if I'm supposed to pick between Lennon or McCartney and then Harrison or Starr. I'm going to go with Lennon and McCartney. Just leave it at that. Number 10, Paul Simon or Art Garfunkel? Excuse me, Paul Simon. 11, beer or wine? Neither. Don't drink. For medical purposes and probably for everyone's safety. So, number 12, sharp cheddar or mild cheddar? Mild. Number 13, watching the news or reading a newspaper? You have to understand where I live. Television news is a bit terrifying. Because it's the small markets where people start out before they move on to the bigger markets and then the bigger markets, and so there's just constant turnover. So I prefer reading a newspaper, but more often than not I end up watching the news. So number 14, Dr. Seuss or Eric Carle? Definitely going to go with Dr. Seuss, although not necessarily to read out loud to small children, because his books are actually quite long if you've ever read them out loud. And number 15, vanilla or chocolate or strawberry? Depends on what it is. If it's ice cream, I'm definitely going with vanilla. If it's some kind of candy, something like that, I'm going to go with chocolate. Actually, what I prefer overall is things that have some kind of caramel or butterscotch kind of like substance in them. All right, so that is the this or that book tag 2 from Literary Gladiators. Thank you guys so much for tagging me. I do appreciate it. I am not going to tag anyone else because I don't know who's done this. And if you want to do this tag, consider yourself tagged. So thank you so much for watching, and I will see you with another tag very soon. Thanks, guys. Bye.